Okay, I cut the bottom out and then I set it up, and I'm drilling the hole for rubber grommet to go in here. I'm going to go flip it over now and do the backside. And I cut the bottom of it all the way out here. So basically now I drilled the hole through. I tipped it at an angle and went through. Now I'm going to line it up on the other side and take it out of here. And I'm going to flip it over. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a 5/16 drill back here. I'm going to put a 5/16 drill. That's the size hole for this grommet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the drill through the hole. And put that in there. And then slide this back in here. Yeah, I'm going to have to drop the knee now because I'm up at the top of it instead of the bottom. And drop my knee down. Okay, try to get this kind of lined up. All right, send it out there. Let's see here. I need to get a little lower in the vise. I'm going to move over a ways. So push down in the and because we're not clamping on the diameter, the whole diameter is wanting to spit it out when I clamp it. I'm just kind of move it around until I get kind of the happy medium here. Spin it down a little more. I'm going to put it all the way down here. There we go. You know, because maybe I should use a 5/16 dowel. Maybe that would work better. Lining this up. Try that once. If I can find one. These. This is a 3/8 too. Yep. I have them laying here somewhere, but I don't. Do I have some 5/16 material laying around? This is a 3/8. Well, I could just use my, counter bore here, pilot. Put that down in the hole. Loosen it up again. Move that around. That's what I'm going in there with anyway. It's going to pilot it. The counterbore will pilot it. What I want to do is go into the with the counterbore to get a flat surface here. All right, so here we go. We're going to give it a try. Yeah, I can see it's pushing it over a little bit. And then I'll go I'll go back to the inside after I get this counterbore to a full diameter all the way around, and then thin that out so that the grommet will fit in there. Just about. A little more. More. There we go. Wanted the full diameter all the way around. See now how thick that web is in there. It's too thick to fit into the groove of this, which has to be, or which should be, around like about 100 thou is what I want. So I'll take this back out. Then we're going to go back in from this side again. And I'll take this down, line it up. I gotta move my table over. Give myself some room here. And then pull the spindle down a little bit further. Ah. Alright, let's see if we can get this back on the pilot. Get on the pilot and get it lined up. Right there. Put the 1, 2, 3, or the V block in the back side. And I'll hold it. And just wiggle it around to get it centered. Alright, let's just pull this out of there and see where we're at. That looks good to me. Not moving it. Not moving the pilot anyway. So now comes the fun part. Trying to have to just eyeball the, because I can't get a mic in there to check it. I should have checked it before I went. Put it in there. Well, let's take a cut here and see. I'm gonna crank it up. There's where it touched. God, it looks like to be about maybe 200 thou. I'm gonna go 50. More than that. Another 50. Another. I'm going to stop right there, I think. Yeah, I'm going to stop right there and mic that. Take it out of there and measure that. I'll just take a mic in here and mic that. If I can. Okay, the camera battery died, but I did get it in there. I got the rubber grommet in there. It's in there pretty nice. So now I can go ahead and, I want to put a vent hole yet. and I got to figure out what I want it to look like. Probably probably a 632, 832 or 632 tapped hole through here. So I'm gonna put a little like a PCV or PCV positive ventilation valve, and that I think it's gonna go. I think I should put it right about here somewhere. Okay, so if that's on the motor like that, I have that valve right there sticking out the back side. Got to go in between this. Just got to stay lower on these threads. But if I go halfway or about a quarter of the way, I'll be fine if I put it right there. I think that's where I'm going to put it, right there. Whoop! I got the camera plugged in trying to charge it. You just hit the cord. That's going to mark that. So it's on the motor like that. The wire's coming down and out to the back, and then ventilation, or the vent could go right here. That's where I'm going to put it. I could go up on the flat of that. I'm going to be right beside the lifter. No, I'm going to go right there. So I'm going to put a yeah, probably just a 630. Nah, I might want to go a little bit bigger than that. I'm going to put an 8. Put an 832 there. So I'm just going to go ahead and clamp it in the vise and just eyeball it in a spot there, and drill and tap a hole, and then I can put it back on the motor and get things lined up. So I'm going to turn the camera off here and let it charge.
I thought I'd give you a shot of the back side with the cover in place here, and how it's going to fit. So it's going to sit like that. So you can see that this is how the wire goes in my little pigtail that comes down. The other gear is going to be sitting right here. So the other gear will be sitting right there. I just got to make sure I have enough room when I go all the way over like that this isn't going to hit. It's going to be awful close. Let's see, it's gonna go this way, so it's going that way. So the advanced would be over that way, so it's probably about where it's going to end up, right like that. Let's see. Let's see if I can, I'm just sticking it on the back of on the shank of a 3/8 end mill just to hold it in there. Yeah, it should be all right. It should be just fine. Should run fine in there. It'd be just enough room. If I had to do it over again, I would go with a bit bigger gear here, so that the gear ratios would be bigger, and move this up. Well, I can't really move it up any further. Yeah, this will work. I could take and put a screw over here too to hold it like that. Well, anyway, I think it'll work the way it is. The only thing I would be concerned about would be this rubbing, but it's fairly thick material there, and even if it did rub, it's just going to wear a spot into that thick material. It shouldn't reach the wires anyway. The wires are out over further. So if it all of a sudden quits, I'll know what what it was. But so the next thing, like I say, the next thing I want to do is put the vent in there. And now I'm debating on whether to put it here or actually put it over in the case. I think I'm going to put it here, because the reason being, if I put it here and I have a port coming out over here going to the crankcase, any mist or anything that goes by is going to get right onto the cam. It's going to benefit. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So, anyway, like I say, I just thought I'd show that to you. I'm going to go put that vent in and start thinking about putting things together. Catch you later. One other thing I neglected to put in an oil fill tube. See, I was debating on whether to run it dry on the inside or oil, and I have come to the conclusion I am going to put some oil in it. So I needed an oil filler tube. Since I got it all apart, I'm going to go ahead, and that's where it's going to go. It's going to go in at an angle right back by the back mount. I spot drilled it down with a 3/8 end mill. I'm going to put a 1/4-20 tube in there. Should I go bigger? Yeah, I think I will go bigger. I want to be able to. I think I'm going to go with a 5/16 24. Or I should just go with a 3/8, same size as what I've. I think I am. I think I'm going to go with a 3/8 24. Right? 3/8 24. Fine thread. Or is it 3/8 28? I don't remember. That's bad. Can't remember those. Used to know them all by heart. Used to know every one of them almost by heart. Used them every day, so yeah, it's 3/8 24. It would be extra fine if it was 32. So, and the drill size for that is, and I used to remember those all by heart too, Q 332. You know, you use them day in and day out. You start to memorize them. And when you don't, you start to lose it. So I'm going to have to drop the knee down. Because I'll put a tube in there and then coming out and then a cap. Is what I'm thinking about doing here. And I think I'm going to hand tap that. I don't like it when you only got partial hole underneath. A tap can hang up on it. I don't want to wreck anything. So let's see if I can find the 3/24 tap. I'll be in business. I should have probably looked for that first. No problem. 3/24. If I can find one that's halfway sharp, is another story. 3/16. It's 32. Can't read this one. He's got a little bit of rust in all the right places. And it is a 3/24. So I don't know. I think that's big enough to where I can run it through with power tap it. And put a little Earl on it. Through far enough, a little more. That should be good. Okay, we got that taken care of. Just wrapping up details here and there that I've neglected along the way, and because I keep changing the plan, so I'll have to add a lot of stuff to my drawings. But I took this off to put my vent holes. I put 3 vent holes in, one way down at the bottom. In the bottom here, so in case oil does get over here on this side, it'll run back into the crankshaft compartment. So, deburr this, clean it up, and I could start blending radiuses on this too. I wanted to blend all the edges with big radiuses and then sandblast the crap out of it. Oh well, I'll wait for that. So I'm going to clean this up and start putting it back together. Catch you later.